好，欢迎回到鼹鼠的频道。我们今天要继续来玩我们的 Kingdom Come Deliverance。没错了，我们今天继续来扮演小亨利哦。上次帮爸爸处理完一些债务的事情，有没有？现在爸爸在这边还是一样在打铁哦。我们今天就继续来完成我们的任务吧。就上次把他交代的事情都做完了，然后现在要来回复我们的任务。好，那在之前，如果喜欢我的频道，欢迎在下面的订阅按钮帮我按下订阅跟开启小铃铛，以免错过我最新最快的影片哦。呵，来，来，干正事吧，先回任。Yo, Dad.
About time. Have you got everything I wanted?
完成了。
Charcoal, the hilt, and the ale. We can start.
Good job. Let's have it then, son. Where have you been with that ale? It's as flat and warm as horse piss. Go back and get me another, and you can pay for it yourself. That's the price of stupidity.
因为我们干了一堆蠢事，我们回去的时候酒已经凉了。这个年代没有冰箱啊，他只能把酒放在地窖，让它凉凉的这样。好，我们去把酒换成冰的吧，也不是冰的，凉的。再去找一下女朋友。What's up, Bianca？ 好，我要来拿酒了。好，你上次有说过了，好，谢谢。
Here you go. And this evening I'll have something more for you.
I can't wait.
好，拿到酒了，再回去吧，直奔回家哦，因为没有任务了。啊，美好的小镇，美好的生活。耶，我回来了，直接送过来，一定是冰的，好不好？
About time. Have you got everything I wanted?
好，拿到了。
Right. Let's see what kind of job the master in Sasau did for us. Look at that, lad. Well, that's what I call craftsmanship. What does the inscription mean? Damned if I know. Doesn't look like Czech to me. Latin, maybe? Lord Radzig ordered it.
美好的父子时光哦。
This will be the finest sword I've ever made. Have you got the charcoal? Good. Then fire up the forge. We'll put it all together. By the way, someone paid me a call. I reckon you might know what it was about.
完了，被发现了。
Really? Because I'm pretty sure
果然被发现
you
了
and。your friends threw dung at Deutsch's freshly whitewashed house. He was here with the catchpole earlier, and it was not a friendly visit. What got into you, Hal?
That Deutsch was talking treason in the tavern about Sigismund and the king. He got what he deserved.
Got what he deserved, did he? You can go and clean up the mess you made and apologize to him.
好，爸爸要我去道歉了。
I have a trade to run. The German pays well, and having my son in the pillory helps nothing and nobody, least of all the king. You understand?
Yes.
Look me in the eye, Henry. Do you understand?
I understand.
Good. Then we'll never have this conversation again.
So you think it's right to let traitors speak ill of our king?
The boy gets caught making a fool of himself, and he still hasn't learned his lesson. So Deutsch spouts rubbish, and what? You turn into a common thug. You might win a fight with violence, but you'll never win an argument. Remember, Henry, if you want to convince someone that they're wrong, try using your mouth and not your fists.
Wise word.
Furnace is ready.
Right, we'll do the grip. I'll heat it up, and when I take it out, you slip the grip on so it fits exactly. You know what you're doing.
Oh, 烧红了。
Do it. Good. Once more. That's it. Done. Now file it down so it sits well in the hand. I'll prepare the guard.
Father, why did you leave Prague? Who ever heard of a master swordsmith making horseshoes in a village?
I had my reasons, Hal. And here I have your mother and you. Why would I want any other life?
Do you remember Emperor Charles?
I do. Life was good under his reign.
Better than now.
He built half of Prague and a score of castles, had a bridge made over the Moldau, and founded a university, and all without a war. He knew how to rule.
Better than Wenceslas.
Better by far. But Wenceslas doesn't have it easy. It's hard to step into the shoes of someone whose like is born only once 1,000 years.
What about Sigismund?
Do you think Charles would have brought an army down on his own people like Sigismund? No. Wenceslas may not be the equal of his father, but Sigismund, he brings shame to the royal name. How's it going? Give it here, and we'll put it all together.
完成了，再加上最后那个视频 ，Nailed it, masterpiece.
It's magnificent.
Magnificent.
The Lord be with you. My father sent me for those nails.
Good day to you, Teresa. They're ready. Will you fetch them for me, Hal? They're in the trunk in the living room.
完了，我是把东西都卖了。他现在要我去拿钉子。钉子。
Here are those nails you wanted.
哎，原来就在我身上。OK。
So how's Bianca?
She's fine. Why do you ask?
Just wondering, will you be going to the dance this evening?
We will.
Maybe we'll see each other there. Anyway, mustn't keep you. I'll be on my way. That sword is truly beautiful.
他是巴士喜欢我。啊，真是花心啊，小亨利。
Fine lass, eh? Now stop staring at her and come and see this.
哦，他缠好了。
It's time for the trial by fire.
事件。哦 ，chop， 好猛哦！
We did a fine job.
I would expect nothing less from such a renowned swordsmith.
Those days are gone, sir.
刚打好他就出现
Haven't lost your
好猛！
skills, though. Would you like to try it?
Sir, what good is a sword to a
Let him
commoner?
try it.
被阻止了，哈，超逊，哈，
You still have a lot to learn.
没错，
Ask your father to show you how. He knows what he's about.
Learning his trade will serve him better in life, sir.
Perhaps. But who knows what the future holds for each of us. I see that you almost have it finished.
It just needs a polish, then Henry will bring it to you.
Excellent. Fine work. Very fine. A sword such as this will bring honor to its bearer. What say you, Svan?
True, Sir Radzik. If I'd have had its like back in Nicopolis, things would have worked out differently. How odd to find such an accomplished swordsmith working in a place like this. A man of his talent would have no problem making a fortune in Prague or Vienna.
You're right. It's a very long and peculiar story.
I'd be glad to listen to it over a cup of wine, but duty calls, and I must leave. Here you are. Learn from your father. He truly is a master of his craft.
I'm sure our paths will cross again.
They certainly will.
Once it's ready, send your son up to me with it. Good work, Martin.
Sure.
好，领主大人走了，讲了一堆废话，然后我超
It's been
逊
an。honor, Sir Ispan. Have a safe journey to Sasau.
The honor is mine, Sir Radzig. Thank you for the hospitality.
A long, peculiar history. That was a long time ago. I might tell you about it sometime, but not today.
Will you teach me how to use it like Sir Radzig said?
Why?
Well, it could come in useful. Maybe I'll travel a bit before settling down. I'd like to know more than the tavern on the green and the forge.
You know the trouble with an adventurous life, son? It can end before it gets started. I might teach you how to handle a sword, and then someone will shoot you with a crossbow as soon as you set foot outside the house.
You talk as if you've seen it happen.
A man my age has seen a lot. Being a blacksmith might bring no glory, but it has its benefits, like keeping your head on your shoulders. I want to end my days in Skalitz, here, beneath the linden tree and by your mother's side.
Well, so do I, one day. But first, I'd like to see the world, meet new people.
Meet them or beat them.
Meet. You have to keep going on about it.
Then you've no need to learn swordplay.
哎呦，
A messenger.
代志发生啊！
What's happened?
完蛋！突然就有人打过来了，哇塞！喂喂喂喂喂，根本没有人准备好啊！啊，快跑快跑！哈！
Listen to me, Al. Listen carefully. Take the sword, go into the house, and grab anything else important from the trunk. Go to the castle. Hurry.
And what about you?
Your mother is in the village. I'll fetch her and we'll follow right behind.
I'll go with you.
No. You'll do what I say right
完了，
Give the sword to Sir Radzig. If anything happens, he'll take care of you. He owes me.
吼吼，抓狗诶！哦，突然就陷入火海了，这个。
We have to close the gates!
Move! Come on, we're closing!
Move it, people!
Come on!
We're running
Come
out of
on!
time! Oh, Henry! Thank God! Get inside, quick! We have to shut the
Get
gates!
running, people! Come on!
Mind this for me.
Are you mad? You can't go back!
哎呀，
Ah!
Get through the gates!
哦，爸爸超猛，爸爸超猛！爸爸都叫你走开了，你还是跑回来了，真是不听话的小亨利！哇哇！ No！ 哇哇哇哇哇哇哇哇哇哇哇！ 光头佬。
Come on, Hal! You can still make it! Run! Find a horse! Ride to town, Merc! Tell them what's coming! Warn them!
Run by the moat! There's a path down there! Jump down from the wall and flee!
好，开跑喽，开跑喽！ OK， 看了十几分钟的剧情，终于可以开始玩了。好，我现在要赶快跑，后面有追兵。Run run 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 run！ 我们需要一匹马，我们需要一匹马，我们需要一匹马，我们需要一匹马。Oh boy！ 呜呼！好。我看到马，我看到马在那边，在那边。呜呼！刹车一下。 这个翻得过去吗？哦，不行，完了，卡住！哈哈，大雷啦，出事啦！他们没有发现我。哦，我前行，我现在前行，没有人发现我，没有人发现我。他们往那个方向跑去了，应该是没代志了吧？希望如此。应该是不要跑回来比较好啊。 哥，我卡住了，哥。休息一下，休息一下。我没有照他要我的逃跑路线去跑啊。我北照。那边有一个士兵诶，希望他看到我了。他看到我了，可是我卡在 bug 里面。等一下。哦，大你啦！我现在是。 我在干嘛？笑死！我们重新来一次好了，笑死了 ！Run Forest Run！ 好了，我们就照他的路线跑吧。可是马在那边呢。哦，这边也有马。骗我过去，宇智波骗你。有追来吗？有追来吗？ 走，骑马。Gotta go！ 追来了！可是他用跑的啊，应该是追不到我，对吧？好，我跑掉，耶！ 抱歉了，大家，我先走了。哦，等一下，追兵，是追兵啊！这么早膝盖就中箭了吗？我可以退役了，对吧？后面还有人！我的脚！我需要赶快跑！他们还在后面呢！哎呀，我可以用剑吗 ？OK， 好，我只能逃跑。他叫我往左。还有追吗？还在追！快跑啊！我的马要没力了！加油，马，加油！还在追，穷追不舍这个。走开！快跑！为什么只追我啊？ Oh boy, oh boy， 我的马累了，我马累了，我马累了。哦！救命！快跑！快跑！快跑！快跑！快跑 ！Don't let me die！ 快跑啊，大哥！还在追。Oh my gosh！ 麦哥搞我溜个啦！我看到城堡，我看到城堡了，而且我肚子饿了。哦，进动画了，成功了，这就叫主角光环。救命！ 对对对，快滚快滚！哦，感谢收留，感谢收留。哦，我的脚，我的脚好痛。 哦，好痛，好痛！
Someone give him a drink, and bring hot wine and bandages.
快帮我拔出来啊
Tell me, boy, who are you, and where are you from? What in hell's name happened?
I've come from Skalitz. They burned it to the ground. Slaughtered everyone.
Who? Who burned it to the
A
ground?
huge army. They attacked without warning. And they weren't Czechs or Germans either.
Who then?
I don't know. I've never seen armor like it or heard their language. Maybe Tatars?
Tartars, you say? Yeah. Well, we'll deal with that later. First, let's have a look at that leg of yours. Grit your teeth, boy. I'm gonna pull that arrow out.
来了，我要晕过去了，一定会很痛。啊！手术成功了。
Easy. All done. You were lucky, lad. The arrow missed the bone. It only needed bandaging, and I've done that often enough before. War is a good teacher. Can you stand? There you go. Good as new.
喂，就挺蛋呢。
Thank you.
If you idlers nothing better to do, get back to work. You'll have to speak to Lord Divish. Can you manage?
好，我要跟这个城的领主谈话。
Sir, this is a survivor from...
I heard, Robard. Tell me, boy, what exactly happened? Did you see the ensigns of the attackers? And were there any more survivors?
So, I don't know what army it was, but it was huge. There were dozens of banners flying on the hill above Skalitz. The ones who did the slaughtering spoke a strange language. They burned Skalitz to the ground. But a lot of people took refuge in the castle. I wasn't quick enough. And as I fled, they shouted from the battlements that I should come and warn you.
The soldiers the boy didn't recognize. They could be those Cumans of Sigismund's. It said they came to Hungary from the east, and now they're the core of his army. Sacking Gutenberg must have given him a taste for stolen silver.
Skalitz is a small castle, sir. If Sigismund attacks, they can't hold.
Indeed, Sir Robard. And our small garrison would be no help, even if we could risk sending them.
You think we're next in line?
Maybe. What's your name, boy?
I'm Henry, son of the Skalitz blacksmith.
I know him. Did he make it inside the castle? I'm sorry. It's in God's hands now. No one else can help us. Anyway, thank you for risking your neck to warn us. Robard, take care of Henry. Make sure he gets something to eat and some rest.
Yes, sir.
And get all the people inside the gates. We have to prepare for the worst. Make all the necessary arrangements.
As you command, sir.
好，他收留我了。看在我冒着生命危险来警告他们的份上 ，OK， 我们现在这边叫查尔木堡，哎，我跑好远哦。我们家这边，罗巴德大人这边是可以偷东西啊，可是要找到商人嚣张就有点麻烦。就是你偷来的东西，它会有显示它是赃物啊，你要把它消掉。我们就先还主线吧。好，看他要干嘛。
You've done well, lad. I'm sorry for your loss. You must be all done in. Why don't you go to the kitchen and have a good meal? Sorrow is easier to bear on a full stomach.
好，叫我去吃饭哦。看一下餐厅，餐厅在这边。好，吃个东西吧。
You're fortunate our good lady Stephanie of Talmberg has graced us with her presence.
My lady, I'm honored.
So this is our brave young man. Welcome, lad. Bozhena here will take care of you. No doubt you're tired and hungry.
Indeed. How could he not be, poor soul? After everything he's been through, he must be as hungry as a bear, aren't you, young master? Here you are, then.
OK， 加崩。
And a little wine to wash it down.
Thank you, my lady.
When you're done, you can go and rest with the grooms in the outer bailey.
No, that won't do, Sir Robard. After all he's been through, he deserves a proper bed. Let him sleep in a lodge in the courtyard.
Certainly, my lady. Young Henry here is overwhelmed by your generosity.
Yes, yes, thank you, my lady. May God reward you for your kindness.
Eat up now. You're in capable hands, so I'll leave you to it. Good night.
Good night.
Good night, man.
When you've done, you can sleep in the bedchamber of the courtyard lodge. And don't forget to take off those filthy boots before getting into bed.
Oh， 肚子饿了，吃饭吧。 加崩加崩，哦，找到了我的床。OK， 睡觉。好，看要睡多久。它下面你睡越久，它也不是睡越久越好啦，它会有一个最适合的点啊，你可以自己衡量一下这样。好，就这样吧，睡到宅点。 结果他没睡，可恶！剧情。
Yes.
It is I, Henry.
完了，他一定是喜欢我。阿姨好，阿姨妙，阿姨兜里有钞票。
My lady. No, no, not at all. But what brings you here at this hour?
I thought you.
有没有？他开始勾引我了。
It's just what you need to help you sleep.
My lady, thank you. You really shouldn't. You could have sent a servant.
I was going to, but to tell you the truth, I couldn't sleep either. I thought of you while saying my prayers. How awful it must have been for you. I came to offer you solace, to let you know you're not alone.
Thank you. Thank you kindly.
You're welcome. Now, Henry, I know this is all very new and strange for you. But I want you to
他来修来这个
You're not to worry about anything except getting better. God knows you've been through a terrible ordeal. I know what it is to be left alone in the world, although your loss is much greater. But with God's help, the pain will ease in time. And it can help to talk about it, if you feel like it.
要跟他讲吗？跟他讲一下好了。好，我的人不见了 ，bug。
It was terrible and unexpected. The day started just like any other.
亨利，
Father sent me
去哪了，亨利？
I went to the tavern to buy ale for Father. I know it's a job for a groom, but I didn't mind, because my girl Bianca worked there. I courted her a while and we agreed to meet in the evening, but our meeting was never to happen.
Oh, dear boy.
When I'd done all the errands, I headed back home.
哦，原来我在那边，我在右边。
I promised Father I'd help him with his work, and I was looking forward to it. He was forging a sword for Sir Radzig. Father and I always chat in the forge. On that particular day, I asked him if he'd teach me swordsmanship. He said no. He said it's better for a man to keep his head on his shoulders than lose it over some pointless heroism. If only you'd known what fate had in store for us.
Oh.
But Sigismund's horde was already on the horizon, ready to attack the town. I saw smoke.
来，我都跟你讲，看你会给我什么。
Pillaged on the way to our town, which was soon to meet the same fate.
风雨交加的夜晚，只有我跟你。
And then death descended on Skalitz. The gate to the castle was open. The bells and horns sounded the alarm, and the villagers ran to the castle to take cover. They were carrying the few possessions they could grab in haste, and I saw the terror in their eyes.
I can't even imagine how awful it must have been.
I ran to the castle like our neighbours to take cover, but I didn't make it. I had to find another way to save myself. The men on the battlements called down to me to flee to Talmberg and warn you. I was lucky I knew a concealed path around the castle. I wasn't safe yet. The Cumans were going from house to house below the castle, looting and then torching them. They encircled the castle, and it was clear they could spot me at any moment.
May God punish them.
Then I heard a scream. It was Teresa, the mill wench. She'd been caught by a gang of Cuman savages who planned to violate her. I had Sir Radzig's sword, and even though there were several of them and they were better armed, I had to try and save her.
有吗？他有做这个部分吗？
One person I'd helped, and I succeeded, even though it almost cost me my life. After that, I stole a horse.
完了，我是不是错过了那个地方？
I'll never forget the horror. It will haunt me for the rest of my life.
That's terrible. How could something like that happen?
God alone knows why he lets such things happen.
You poor boy. I understand your grief, but God is not to blame for the ills of this world. That is the work of Satan and those who do his bidding. Those who are corrupted by greed, envy, and pride. You must not lose faith, whatever life brings.
True.
Fate has not been merciful to me, and my husband either. Although in comparison to the horrors you went through. I was young when I married my husband. It was my father's wish. Divish was a lot older than I, but a woman must bear her lot. Shortly after our marriage, before I even got a look at Talmberg, the castle was stormed and my husband was imprisoned.
Really?
My husband had some quarrel with Sir Havel Medek of Valdek, who decided to resolve it by force. He stormed the castle, burned down the village of Pribyslavitz, and killed many of our men, even the old chamberlain. He imprisoned my husband in the castle and put his own garrison there.
That's awful.
I was barely 18 years old, and all of a sudden, I was left alone with Sir Robert. We didn't know what to do. We went to Prague to appeal to the king and sought help from Divish's friends, but all to no avail. We tried for years, but it seemed I was destined to be left alone and my husband to rot in jail in his own castle.
Years, you say?
7 years. That's how long it took before Havel was condemned as an enemy of the crown. And even then, he refused to surrender the castle and release my husband. In the end, I raised the money to pay a ransom, and only then, by the grace of Lord Jesus, did I finally lay eyes on my husband once more.
7 years? And was Havel punished for it?
Never. And after 7 years, my husband returned to me an infirm old man.
Sir Divish seems like a good, strong man.
Certainly, only he has many concerns. He had to rebuild Talmberg. After he was released, the king appointed him Burgrave of Prague Castle, and he was very busy. He had no time for me at all. But at least we were in the city, and there was something going on. And now, we're here.
My lady, you're still young and beautiful. Your best years are still ahead of you.
Would that that were true, lad. Would it were true. But what am I doing bothering you with this? You have troubles enough of your own. I'll go and let you sleep. I enjoyed our little talk, Henry. Good night, and God bless.
Good night, my lady.
他一定是喜欢我啦。Oh.
Help us, son. Don't be a coward.
Henry, wake up. You don't want to miss this.
What is it? What's happening?
Come to the battlements. One of our patrols reported a company heading here from Skalitz.
做噩梦。哦，这雨下太大了吧
Prepare for the worst, but don't be daunted by their numbers. Heed my command, and all will end well.
I don't know. It doesn't make sense. Why would Sigismund advance on Talmberg and unite? Especially since he's lost the element of surprise after the raid on Skalitz.
Maybe it's not him.
Then who is it? The scouts Divish sent to Skalitz to spy on Sigismund said he'd set up camp and was getting ready to storm the castle. And so Radzig is an experienced soldier. he'd surely hold the castle for quite some time. It doesn't make sense.
What else did the spies see?
Not much of anything. Before they could get close enough, this huge storm started. And you were right. Sigismund has a hell of a lot of soldiers, including all manner of mercenaries. An army like that costs a fortune. Well, anyway, we'll find out when they get there, won't we?
Aye, we will. I'll be with you.
都看看是谁来了。
Halt! Who goes there? Lucifer and all his minions. Who else, Robber?
Sir Ansig, what a relief.
Is his lordship there with you?
Yes, sir, he is right here.
What are you doing up so late, Divish? At your age, you need a good night's sleep.
Well, Radzik, you didn't exactly pick the best time for an outing either. In a big hurry?
It was a bit of a scramble, all right. Believe it or not, this tempest is a godsend for me and my men. As my old granddad used to say, better a sore throat than a slit throat.
I'd say your grandfather was a wise man. Your messenger told us what happened.
Messenger?
The lad you sent to warn us.
He's alive? He made it to you?
He's here with me. He only got away by the skin of his teeth, though.
Thank God.
A brave young man. But tell me, friend, how on earth did you manage to get away?
Thank God for this tempest. When it began, Sigismund's Tatars crawled into their holes and left the storm into the castle for more clement weather. We were able to sneak out right under their noses. The Lord be praised. We wouldn't have stood a chance against them.
Would you like to spend the night in Talmberg?
No, no. When Sigismund finds the castle empty tomorrow, he might come looking for us. We'd only be exposing you to danger. Without me and my men, he has no call to attack you.
Well, what will you do then?
We'll march to Ratai. It's only a short way, and there we'll have a better chance of defense and enough room for all of these people. If Sigismund should come, better bend your knee, Divish. There's no point dying in a battle that's futile.
You're right there.
Is that boy still with you?
I'm here, sir.
You have courage, lad. That I can't deny. I am sorry about what happened. Would you care to join us?
I'd like to, sir, but first I have to return to Skalitz.
Are you mad? What do you want there?
I can't leave my mother and father. I won't leave their corpses rotting in the street. I'll join you once I've taken care of them.
Don't even think of going back there, you donkey. Are you tired of living?
But sir!
Quiet!
Boy, what công đèo này.
But getting killed as well won't help him. Divish, make sure that lad doesn't budge from Talmberg until things quieten down.
Not to worry, friend. Anyway, he's injured and needs to recover. I'll lock him up here as if he were Havel of Baltic.
I've seen you've grown a thick skin since your tribulation, sir. But thank you. We'll meet again when circumstances are more favorable. Farewell.
Farewell, friend, and good fortune. Give my regards to Sir Hanush.
I will. And good luck to you and your people, too. These are dark times. Move out!
Anywhere, people! Move out! It's only a short way to right there now.
Whoa. 好了，基本上。
Tonight we'll have triple patrol. Sort out the watches between you as always. And if I catch anyone boozing, playing dice, or slacking off, I'll personally break every bone in his body. I want you to keep a close eye on everything nearby. Sigismund will surely have sent spies, and likely men as well, to follow the Skalitz people, now he knows they've fled. Keep your eyes peeled, and report everything to me at once. Understood?
好了，就是这样了。今天这一集基本上都在看剧情哦，我看剧情就看了50几分钟哦，好不好？那就我们找时间再把它继续拍下去，就看我们在这城堡会再发生什么样的故事哦。好，那就感谢大家收看今天的 Kingdom Come Deliverance。好，然后感谢大家收看哦。如果喜欢我的影片的话，欢迎在下面的订阅按钮那边帮我按下订阅跟开启小铃铛哦，以免错过最新最快的影片哦。好，我们下一次就看 这个罗巴德大人要跟我们讲什么？好，好了，我们下次影片见，拜拜。